I've been picking this patch and most of the patches that I pick fiddleheads on for 40 years or so. I grew up right in this valley. My father showed me these patches.
On any given day, you can catch Doug Rolinski spending his time wandering in the woods. But don't worry, he's not lost. Rather, he's on a mission.
I got some nice fiddleheads down here.
You see, Doug is a forager, and fiddleheads are his forte.
These are the right height for picking. You've got some that leaves are on right there that you can still pick. These are a day away.
Doug is the owner of White Mountain Forager, a business he started nearly 10 years ago. It specializes in bringing many wild gourmet foods to market. Things like mushrooms, fiddleheads, and various wild berries. Each are offered to local restaurants as they come into season.
When I first got in, trying to get myself known, I really knocked on a lot of kitchen doors, introduced myself. And then as my business has grown and as things evolve, so to speak, I still tailor to chefs, but chefs that I have close relationships with. Not to say that I can't develop new close relationships with chefs, but I have transitioned a lot into the wholesale end of things also. So again, I sell bulk fiddleheads to Concord Co-op, Golden Harvest Produce, a bunch of different vendors, a lot of your natural food stores in the state. And I mean, my marketing angle is you're getting fresh as fresh.
Ramps are also popular among New Hampshire's landscape.
Ramps are wild leeks, and they grow in clusters. So this is a cluster that was dug out as a group.
They provide quite the taste and can be used in a variety of dishes.
They have a very strong onion family flavor. Doesn't start off instantly, but it'll stay with your palate. Kind of rich. They've been used to make just ramp pestos. They're great as, like, say, sides with everything. The French-Canadian culture, it's very popular just to clean the entire plant, wrap them in aluminum foil and butter and bake them on or roast them on a grill, similar like a corn on the cob.
Doug also specializes in wild plants with medicinal value, in particular chaga, a very potent antioxidant.
This one was one of the bigger ones you'll find. It was about, I think it was 41 pounds when it was fresh. But now it's, even though it looks like it's wood, has a very balsamy wood kind of almost a corky feel on the internal of it. It's still probably 55% water when it's fresh. And that's another reason to harvest it in the winter. A, no leaves on the trees, they're easier to see. B, snowshoeing is a lot easier in the woods that time as far as traveling, but it also has lower water content.
White Mountain Forager practices sustainable harvest and adheres to strict landowner ethics. Doug has permission to harvest at his go-to locations. As a retired conservation officer who spent 27 years with New Hampshire Fish and Game, Doug takes foraging and the rules that come with it very seriously.
I do enjoy the interaction with people, both from the foraging standpoint and also from the speaking to gourmet chefs that actually can teach me a thing or two about what to do with them once you catch them.
But today, Doug is nice enough to teach us a thing or two about the trade. So on a chilly spring day, we set out. Eyes peeled, we search along the Ammonoosuc River. Stopping for a quick snack break along the way, Japanese knotweed, a tart-tasting, crunchy plant.
There's really no taste to it, but
It's nothing special. But I suppose if you needed moisture, and you didn't have potable water, as in safe drinking water, you could get moisture from chewing on those.
As we continue our trek, sure enough, we find an area of fiddleheads sprouting from the ground. They get their name from the wound bow carved in the neck of a fiddle.
Here's one, here's one, here's one, here's one. So this is actually just a completely mature patch of fiddleheads. They've spaced themselves out, basically. At this point, unless a plant, as in the entire plant, was removed, there's not a whole lot of regeneration going on here because they've spaced themselves out, and they do very well right here.
Doug is often out foraging alone, one-on-one with Mother Nature. It's therapeutic as he describes it. Every now and then he'll even experience a run-in with a passing animal.
I was in another flat, and I stood up out of a patch I was picking, getting ready to move forward a little, and I created enough noise that a bobcat pops out of the fronds and goes up running one of these silver maples and just lays, you know, and with bobcats, they're curious. Once they lock eyes on you, they just stop and stare. So it was, you know, just fascinating. And yeah, little things like that happens almost every day. And
have you seen any moose out on the trail?
Yes, I can't say though. I mean, I'm not interacting. I see more deer than moose when I'm fiddlehead picking and this and that. But yeah, no, I'll see most anything because I am pretty quiet. I don't have earbuds in and I'm not singing and stuff like that. You will catch me talking to myself on occasion. I don't deny that, but
no Sasquatch or Bigfoot or anything come across you?
I think I get accused of being one more than I'd say I sighted one.